Okay, in this video we will see how to create frames. First of all, we want to have this condition here. When you create a frame set, so in fact you create at the minimum of three files. First one is here, the frame set here, okay, and then you have to create two parts at the minimum. Here, two parts. One is, as we said here, as we call here, a menu file, and here is more than the mainframe. That is to say that when here in our menu we will create some links, then clicking on these links in the menu bar, in the menu part here of the file, the corresponding file, the target file, will appear here in this part of the window. Okay, so now you can do that by hand, or you can be helped by an HTML editor like for instance Dreamweaver. So we'll see how to do this with Dreamweaver. So first of all, so you launch Dreamweaver, then you click here on the HTML button here. So you're in your design display, and then you have to create first the frame set. So to do this, you click here in the menu bar on the file button here, and click on new. Then in this wizard you will click here in the page for by example here, and select here frame sets. So you have here some examples, and we have here, if you click here, so you have the corresponding here appearance. So for us, we want to select here fixed and left. So then you click here on create, and so you've got here two parts in your window. The first part here is, as we said, the menu part of the window, and the other here is the mainframe. Okay, so we've got two frames. So as I said here, mainframe. You can here change, if you want, here the title of this mainframe, and you can select here, for instance, the other part as the left frame, which is this part in which we will enter the menu, and you can change, if you want, the title of this left frame. So if you agree with the names here, the titles of these two parts, then you click on OK. Well, then you have to create first this menu file, for instance. So we will add here in the left frame three links, three textual links. For instance, home here, then you enter, and for instance page 1 as a second text link, and after that page 2 as a third link. Okay, then this part here, in this part, so you can save your work. So you can save you can save here by clicking here on File, Save Frame here. Okay, and then you have to add your the name of your menu here. So we will enter at that moment this menu 1.html. Okay, so and then save. So at that moment, in the left part of the window, in the left frame here, you've got here menu HTML file. Okay, but we will add after the links, the corresponding links. So then we can click here in the main frame. So when you're clicking here in the main frame, so you can add some text or picture. For this example, we will add only a text. So we can type the following. So welcome to my website. And enjoy to read and learn this video, for instance. Okay, well, this file here must be saved. Okay, then you can save it as so you can save it as a file by clicking here on File and Save Frame here. So these following will be home. So home1.html or any other title, other name for the corresponding file, and then you click here on Save. So you can see here that in this tab the name of this file here in the main frame has as name home1. Okay, so and if you click here in the left frame, you can see here that in this tab the name of the file is menu1.html. So now in our left frame, so we'll create some text links. So first of all, you select and highlight home, the home text here, and in the properties window and at the bottom of the screen, then you have to create the link here in the link area. So you can browse or you can here point to a file. So we choose here to browse and to point then and to select here the corresponding file, that is to say the home1 HTML. Then click on OK. So if you only do this when clicking here on the home link, the corresponding file, that is to say the home1.html file, will be open here in this left frame of the window. So it's not what we expect, so that you have to complete the link by clicking here in the properties window on the target field here. So we've got a scrolling corresponding to the target, and here so we have to add manually or by clicking here in the proposed on the proposed proposal here, Mainframe. Okay, then you can add here some text. This text here as title is to fill to fulfill here the alt attribute. So you can add here home of the website, for instance. So you enter the title you want. Okay, it doesn't matter for this example. So then you can select and highlight the second link here. So here you have to browse and select for instance any other page or HTML page or other picture file. Okay, then click here on select for my example here the first page.html, so you can browse to any other file. Then click on OK. Then if I want to that the file here opens in the mainframe, I have to select here in the scrolling area here mainframe, select mainframe here, so I can add here by hand a corresponding text to the first page, for instance. You add what you want here, and then here as a link for page 2, so select and highlight here. So maybe I want to this one to change something, and in order to avoid clicking on or selecting web an HTML file, so I can select, for instance, a picture file. So for instance this one. Then I click on OK. So as title here, so I can add what I want, so in my case pale-mail. Then here as target, select here mainframe. Well, okay, so you have here to save this part of the menu here. So you can save here as menu. So here when you click on the mainframe, nothing has changed, so that you don't have to resave or save again this file. And now there is something that you have to do, is to save the frame set. So first of all you have to select the frame set. To select the frame set is very easy. So you go with your cursor or with the mouse cursor here on this straight line here between the two parts of the frame set. So and then you click to select the frame set. Okay, then after that you have to save the corresponding frame set, then file, and here save the frame set. So give a corresponding name of so for instance frameset.html. Well, and then save. So we saved three parts, three files. So the first one is the Frameset itself. Okay, here. The second one is the left part of the window, that is to say the menu, as I called here, the menu file. And then here, so you have two a third part here, which is the mainframe, in which we have the corresponding file here, and this is the home file. Okay, then we can see your Frameset in your favorite browser. So you can click either on F12 or Control F12, or for instance, so you can click here in the View Debug in the browser here. Click here, and then you have to choose here in which browser you want to see your file. So select, for instance, Firefox, and here is the equivalent to the F12 here. So something is going wrong, so I close here and go back. Maybe something here, so you have to save another time here, save here, and so here, and save, and then F12. You see, so something is going wrong, so go back. So sometimes it can happen. Here so control, so the file, save all, see, and F12. So something is going not so good. I don't know exactly why, but we'll see. So this case here, so in this case I think all seems to be as good as possible. Target here, title, so another one, time, Control S here, Control S here, Control S, then F12. Now, so what's the problem? Situation. So maybe it could be name here. So change, save, okay, 12. Yes. So it was on the name. So clicking here on home, so you see that nothing is happening new. And page 1, it's the frame and the corresponding file that appears here in the mainframe. So, and for page 2 here, so it's the file, the per-mail JPEG file that appears. Okay, so in this video we have seen that how to create frame sets. So You can see here by closing here the window, and so you can, if you're a curious person, so you can see here what is happening when we have creating our frame set here. So you see that in this case you only have a frame set which the first 80 columns here concerns the left frame here. That's to say the menu file here, okay, and the star is for the other part of the window. It's to say the mainframe here. So after that, so you said that you don't want to have any border here, or frame border, nor frame spacing. So frame spacing is the space between the two frames. Okay, then you have two frames, the left frame here, the first line here with no scrolling, so etc., etc., with the title left frame, and as source, file source, here you have the menu1.html file here. And so for the second part of the window called the mainframe, so you have as a source the home1.html file here. The name is mainframe. The identifier has the same name, okay, and for title it's the name that we have added. Okay, so you can see here that automatically a new tag no frames and /no frames appears, and you can see that nothing else is on this file. So when a spider is scanning this type of page, so he can't index the corresponding file, because there is neither text nor links. That's why I recommend you that that you had between a body and /body here in this area, okay, here, so you can add text and links and textual links, because when the spider is scanning your page, then it can read the text and read and follow the links you have inserted. So this text doesn't appear when you are visiting the web page, okay? But for the spider it's different, because the spider screens all the lines of the file, okay? So that it's interesting to add some text, because this text could be chosen as keywords, okay? And for the ranking, it could be interesting. And if you add some textual links, for instance, so the spider can follow and sometimes may index your page and follow, okay, in any case. In each case, he will index and follow the links. Okay, so in this video, as I said, so you learn how to create mainframes, okay, and frame sets.